What's up, nerds? Welcome to Nintendo Pow Block for August 11th, 2017. I'm one of your hosts, Corey Derrick, and alongside me, as always, that retro code, Edward Varnell.
Yes, everybody, it's time for a Power Block. Woo!
Oh, man. And joining us, Ed, we have a guest.
Yes!
Ed, you're so excited. From Nerd Overdrive, El Capitan himself, Rey Osorio.
Yay!
What's up, guys? Rise above. It's me, Mario.
Ray, I'm so glad you're here.
Thanks, Corey, for having me. It's always a good time.
Ray, I want you on all of our shows all the time. Do you understand that? Even on the Xbox show, because you don't have an Xbox, but you can still come and talk and be there.
I want to get on. I want to get on Nerds Gone Platinum. I want to guest host there sometime.
I'm gonna message Moose right now because they're looking for guests all the time, and I want to go back on there too because I've bought a lot of PlayStation stuff recently, and I'm really excited. Oh man, Nintendo Pow Block! So excited! Yes! Oh man! All right, here we go. What have you guys been playing? Anything exciting? Anything good?
Super Smash Brothers, getting my butt kicked.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I was playing Super Smash over the weekend with my friend that I was telling you about, and yeah, she kicked my butt. Mario Kart was a little better, but yeah, and see, the thing is I really feel like I'm good at Smash Brothers, so for her to beat me the way she did, I feel kind of sadly emasculated. I'm like, I feel wrong, my ego. You know?
That's funny.
No,
anything else, Ray?
That's Overwatch. Lots and lots of Overwatch.
Yeah, I played a lot of Overwatch last night too. I was apparently Ray sent me an invite and I was playing. I was too into my match, I guess. Ray's like, I'm sorry, Ray. I feel really bad.
Yeah,
now.
I was like, what the heck? No, but yeah, no. Like the entertaining thing is I do some of the voice lines for some of the characters. People are like, that's really good. Like Reinhardt, don't worry, my friends. I am your shield. People are like, holy crap, that's good.
Yeah, I experienced my first body slam with Doomfist. It was
Doom.
Okay,
as we call
I know this
cancer.
I know.
Every team has Doomfist on it, no matter what mode you play.
I just want to. I know this is a Nintendo show, but this is really bugging me, and I need to talk to somebody about this. How's come Doomfist can body slam through walls and ceilings and tunnels? Like, how can he just go through? Why do they allow him to do that?
I don't know why. It's kind of broken, yeah.
That is not fair because I saw him do it, and I ran into a building. Okay,
and then he followed you into the building.
No, he used his super outside, and it finished inside.
Yes.
I was like, what?
There is no hiding from the Doomfist.
That is broken. That is broken. Yeah. I'm sorry, Blizzard.
So Corey, mind you, the whole year and whatever that Overwatch has been out, I got probably 3 or 4, 5 gold medal games, meaning that I was gold in every category you can get a medal in. Since Doomfist launched, I've had 5 gold medal games because people pick Doomfist instead of picking your healer or picking your support. So then I play soldier, so I'm healing people with my biotic field.
Right.
And so I'm getting gold in healing because of that.
Wow.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Well, wow. last night with Lucio, I had a bronze in eliminations, a silver in damage dealt, and then 2 other gold medals in healing and in objective time. Oh, and I had a silver in objective kills.
And now that I know you're back in the swing of Overwatch, I'm going to start sending you my screenshots of my great games when I get 4 or 5 gold medals. Be like, hey, Corey, check this out.
Nice. Can't wait.
I had a game in Mystery Heroes where I went 21-0 and 1 life with Tracer.
Wow.
And
Dude, Tracer.
Medals.
Oh, I hate Tracer so much. You can't snipe Tracer because she just moves so fast, and her rewind mechanic just But
the thing with her rewind mechanic, she's in both places at once. So if you aim where she was or aim where she's going, you can still hit her.
Yeah, but I I don't care because I'm not a sniper. But like if I'm Lucio, my projectiles are too slow. It's just can't do it. But I just want to point out that I'm a really good healer, and if anybody out there needs a healer on PlayStation 4, I will be playing Lucio.
Right here, I need a healer.
Yes.
I need healing. I'm the one character when we don't have a healer, just to be spiteful when I'm leading the team. I'm just like, I need healing. I need healing, and nobody ever changes to a healer.
I'm always a healer.
One of our group will probably change over to a healer. Like if Paul's playing with me or Muffins, they'll switch to Mercy, and they'll play Mercy. But it gets annoying when there's no healers, and when I'm leading the entire team in kills, objective time, healing, and damage done.
Right. I always play healer. I refuse to play anything else because like I suck at everything else. Except like I'll play a Reinhardt once in a while, and I think Orisa is pretty. They've done some things with her I think are really cool. I like the shield, especially on the Temple of Anubis level where like you go from you go into that last
from
point
the square from the plaza into the temple.
Point, where it's all like that shield is like yeah. Well, there's your Overwatch minute, everybody. Playing anything else, Ray?
I had beaten
Fire Emblem
Shadows. I beat that.
Do you like it?
I like it.
I mean, do you like it as much as like Fates or Awakening?
No, Awakening is still my favorite of the 3DS ones. So no. And then my favorite one before that was the Game Boy Advance one, the original Fire Emblem.
Yeah. That's the one that's the DS one. It had like a gold box.
You're thinking about the one you're thinking about is Shadow Dragon was the one for the DS.
It had like a gold box for it with blue writing. Yeah, because that's my actual first Fire Emblem game that I bought.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it yet. I was excited to play it, and then it's like I don't know. I'm enjoying it, but it's not my favorite. I still like Birthright and Awakening. Like
Birthright, yeah, Birthright and Conquest were good, but Awakening is still my favorite.
Right.
Of those. But yeah, that and some more Breath of the Wild. I played some more of that because I'm playing that on Wii U.
Isn't it just the best?
My problem is that I have with every open world game is I know where I need to go. I know what I need to do, but I do everything else in between.
Yeah, well, that's the best part.
Exactly.
But the thing is like, okay, I'm gonna try and get to this next part of the game so I can progress the story, so I can try and actually beat this game. But then I'm like, no, I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna go over there, and then. Yeah, and then it's just like 2 hours later, I'm like, I did nothing I planned on doing.
So it's not the game's fault; it's your fault.
No, that's how I am with every open world game. I'm like that with every open world game. Where, like Assassin's Creed Syndicate, it took me forever to beat it because I was too busy running around doing all the side missions and liberating this part and that part and this and doing that.
I think when you do have side missions in open world games, that's different than what you do in Breath of the Wild. Because there's really no side missions in it unless you choose that you want to do it. Like you could go and get the 4 Guardians and try to beat Ganon with a stick or something. Like
yeah, but then I get stuck looking for the stupid seeds and this, that, the other, and then it's just like.
You know, Ray, you're talking to the Korok Seed Master here. Oh my gosh, dude, I love Zelda so much. I love it so much. I almost started a new game the other day because I loved it so much and I miss it. Just saying, it's really good.
Yeah.
But I understand you because like I'm like, okay, I've got like 3 side quests. I'm gonna try to go do them. And like 2 hours go by, and I haven't even done the first one. I'm like, I forgot what I was doing because I'm too busy climbing stuff, going over here,
climbing stuff, looking. Oh, what's over there? Oh, yeah. That looks interesting. Let me go check that out.
And it's not. And it's not like it's just a boring landscape over there. Everything you go to, there's something there. Whether it's a Korok seed or a side quest or one of those statues or a shrine. Like, there's something everywhere you want to go. Everything is in that place in that game with a purpose, and that's like that's something.
That's what happens.
That's something not a lot of open world games do. Like, before you get to your point, Ed, sorry, but like, I've been playing Horizon, and that game.
And that's what I was just about to touch on.
That game is really, really awesome, but some of the areas in that open world are just big open spaces with, like, you'll find things to pick up and fight some robot dinosaurs and stuff, which is cool, but there's not like a key item over here or a side quest over here.
But it's all about experience, and that's one thing you have to be careful with in Horizon is if you spend a lot of your time exploring, you will get OP.
Yeah, I know.
You will get so strong.
I know.
And by the time you actually go start playing the story, you're like,
well, that's what I'm trying to do now. I'm trying to fill up. Oh, sorry. Ed,
go ahead.
Oh,
go ahead, Corey.
Okay, I'm trying to right now. I'm 22 hours into Horizon, and I'm like, okay, I just want to do some side stuff. Like, I'm trying to get all the full suns in the hunting lodges or the hunting grounds. I'm trying to find all the metal flowers. I'm trying to find all the vantage points. I'm trying to platinum this game. This is going to be my first platinum trophy, and that's embarrassing to say, but it's going to be my first platinum trophy. And then I'm going to go on to Nerds Gone Platinum and say, I got my first platinum.
I don't see how you don't have your platinum being freaking whatchamacallit, Walking Dead. Because that seemed to be a lot of people's first platinum for PlayStation.
I didn't play The Walking Dead.
PlayStation. I don't know why you didn't.
Because
that's like season 1 is stupid easy
Dead.
Platinum.
I don't like Telltale games.
All you got to do is just do the
janky.
chapters, right?
Yeah.
Yep, for the first one.
Yeah, because that's how Batman the Telltale Adventure is. Because I got like a straight 1,000 points achievements on Xbox for it.
Yeah, and I played The Wolf Among Us on 360, so...
Wolf Among Us is an amazing game, though.
Oh, I know. The Wolf Among Us
so
is awesome.
good.
I just wish Telltale would stop being so janky. Ugh. Anyways.
Well, that's because they got all these licenses and properties and all that kind of stuff to where now they got to do the Batman thing, and then they're working on Batman Hardcore, and then they were doing Walking Dead, and then they did Borderlands, and then they're doing they did Game of Thrones. So they have their priorities. You can tell where their priorities are, and unfortunately, Wolf Among Us is down on the totem pole right now.
Well, it's not till next year for season 2.
Not till next year, but when did Wolf Among Us come out?
Last year?
It was 2015, I believe.
I thought it came out last year.
Now you're gonna make me Google it, Ed. Fine.
Because
if only we had this large place at our fingertips to check information.
Corey, can I address the Horizon thing?
No.
You guys look that up. I'm going to do it anyway. I think Horizon fails on its side quest and kind of its open world because I think it's great. What's wrong with it? I think it fails because
it's really been that long. No way, it's been that long.
What is it, like 2011?
2013.
13.
Really?
Yeah, the first episode of Wolf Among Us came out October 11, 2013. And then it subsequently came to PS4 in 2014. And that's what I was thinking Xbox One was 2014. So it's been 4 years since it came out altogether. 3 years since it came out to the current big platforms, and we're not seeing another one. So in the time that they released Walking Dead and then released Wolf Among Us, we've seen 2 other seasons of Walking Dead, Batman, Game of Thrones, what the heck else? The Tales of the Borderlands. So that's why I said we see where Wolf Among Us comes on their priorities.
Maybe because they had everything else planned first, and then Wolf Among Us, they decided to do that as the next property because Walking Dead is done after this last season, or is it one more season? Are they doing
I think they haven't announced it, but they're hinting at their hiring for another season of Walking Dead. Okay. So more than likely, they're probably going to be getting more assets and more people to work on the project. I just hope they don't keep biting off more than they can chew, because it seems like they got a lot on their plate for being not a huge studio.
Right. Because they probably was doing Guardians of the Galaxy too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Also.
I forgot about Guardians. There's Guardians of the Galaxy coming, and all that. All I can say is I hope to ever-loving video game gods everywhere that they fix their broken-ass engine. That engine of theirs that they use to run their games, it's so janky and so broken.
I don't think it's broken. I don't know.
It's broken.
I think
they've launched Tales of the Borderlands on PlayStation with Xbox button prompts.
They did.
That's broken.
Ori has a point.
I did not see. Oh, because I didn't play that one. Oh wow, I did. I know some people was talking about the engine, but I guess partly because I only played Batman and I have Walking on PS4, and with the mangas on PS4. I guess I just played them, and I never noticed they had having a broken engine.
Huh.
So,
I mean, I think they fixed it a little bit with Batman. I think they tried to make some improvements, but there's, I don't know. But anyways, Ed, what have you been playing?
Going down the list, 3DS, Dragon Quest 8. Been finishing that up, working on that. For Xbox One, I did my Let's Learn on Ikaruga and Gears of War 4, talking about shooters, and teaching about that. Playing Mass Effect Andromeda, getting a little bit further in that, doing side quests, and hitting. I think I'm close to almost the end of the game. And PlayStation 4, Uncharted 4, and Metal Slug Anthology is what I've been playing. Uncharted 4, I kind of restarted, and I'm just still collecting stuff from there, getting some more hidden treasure that I missed. But yeah, that's all I've been playing at the moment. And then I'll be getting to my Wii U later on to do Tokyo Mirage Session and Paper Mario Color Splash and Star Fox Zero. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, I did play Uncharted 4 because we did the pod and play.
Yes.
I did play Uncharted 4 through the beginning part, and that just reminded me how much I love that game series again. And I actually did pop it on and start playing a little more. And it's just like, I don't know if I'm ready to play it again yet. Like, actually, like, fully play through all the way through it again.
Mm-hmm. Well, you should wait, because Lost Legacy is coming out, which seems like the most interesting Uncharted that's come out since 2, for me, at least. I think Lost Legacy looks cool. I keep seeing new trailers and stuff for it, and it's just like, I think it looks really good. But anyways, I'd continue. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm kind of interested in Lost Legacy. Stories, Path of Destinies, still collecting the endings for that. And I think I'm close to platinum that game, because I'm like 74% done. I just got to get the endings, and then I'll be finished with that. Other than that, that's all I kind of been playing. I'm thinking of trying Devil May Cry, but or DMC. I want to do it on hardcore. Want to do it on a higher difficulty and see how challenging that game is.
You're a glutton for punishment, because I know just like Ninja Gaiden on normal is like brutal enough, and then you go put it on hard, and it's just like even more so. I'm like,
you want to know what's funny with Ninja Gaiden? I don't think it's hard. I think that camera angle just jacked everybody up. It was like Team Ninja was on some good cocaine when they made that game.
Oh God.
Camera cocaine.
Nintendo Power Block and Nerd Overdrive and El Capitan say kids don't do drugs.
Because
we do not encourage the use of recreational drugs. So, yeah.
Reason, and I think that's why I feel like when they work with Nintendo to make Metroid Other M, I think Nintendo taught them on how to make a better action game, because you don't have those camera problems that Team Ninja is known for, with Ninja Gaiden 1 and Ninja Gaiden 2.
I think it's just the style, though. They went with the different style for Other M that they couldn't really use their normal Ninja Gaiden.
They couldn't use the camera because you had to use the controller sideways. Yeah. Well, there's no camera control at all.
Well, not really. I think it's...
Which is fine, because there's good games out there that don't have camera controls.
Camera.
Like God of War never used camera control at all, and that game is fine without it. But anyways,
Diablo, same thing. I love Diablo, and it's isometric camera over the top.
I think that was just the problem with Team Ninja was when they released their games, Ninja Gaiden, the camera was like one of the problems that they that was just unforgivable for them. So I think that's where the difficulty part comes from. Because I think if they had a wide shot, kind of like almost like Bayonetta or Bayonetta 2,
oh goodness!
I think the fights.
You said the magical B word.
What, Bayonetta? Well, or even Enslaved. Like Ninja Theory.
Oh, Odyssey to the West. Yes, I love the Enslaved Odyssey to the West. That was a great. I'll give you that one. But you and your love for Bayonetta, please don't go on a 35-minute rant about Bayonetta again.
No. I'm just saying that if it was right enough that you could see all the enemies, and be able to move around in the Ninja Gaiden games like Bayonetta, I think it would have been easier for people to be able to handle Ninja Gaiden for its normal difficulty. Because you couldn't really control the camera, and that camera really messed you up sometimes.
Oh, it was jarring because when you would shoot across or whenever you would use a skill that would make you kind of move around really fast, the camera just didn't seem like it could keep up.
Yeah. So,
Corey, what else did you play this week? That's it?
No, I played a lot of games this week, dude. I played some Splatoon 2.
I played some Injustice. Injustice was fun.
Yeah, I want to play Injustice really bad. I love that first one so much.
I didn't care for the first one.
We could work out an arrangement because I have it.
Who, me?
No, Corey, not him. I'll make you an offer you can't refuse.
I played a lot of Splatoon 2. I played some more Fire Emblem Echoes. Man, I still don't know how I feel about the game, but
I don't know how I feel about the ending. Still, when you beat it, we'll talk about it.
Okay, we'll have one of them spoiler casts. I played a lot on PlayStation this week. Actually, played Bloodborne with Matt. 2 bosses away from the end, and I'm going to start a new game plus. Matt's going to help me platinum it. I'm really on a trophy kick for some reason lately.
Because you've been hanging around with Matt and Moose.
I know. What's happening? Horizon, I think Horizon, with a few tweaks to the systems and a few minor changes for a sequel, I think that sequel is going to be the thing PlayStation holds high above their head and says, "Look, we did it.
They need to lose they need to lose the resources, and they need to make this game don't feel like Tomb Raider.
But it's an RPG.
It's an RPG, so you need the resources.
You need the resources.
It's prehistoric Tomb Raider.
Okay, let me finish what I've been playing. We don't need to talk about Horizon. We can save that for another show.
More PlayStation. Horizon.
What else have I played a lot of Overwatch, Axiom Verge. I finally downloaded Pyre, Hellblade, and Sundered, which I'm really excited to play through Hellblade because that game looks super interesting and super.
I've been watching people play it.
It just looks like I want to know how that character feels. Like I feel like that story is going to be super relatable in some fashion to a lot of people.
It really does feel like Heavenly Sword. Just the feel and the vibe of it. They kind of kept that spiritual successor thing alive with it. So I'm like, I want to play it.
Yeah, and I was talking...
I want to hear it before playing it.
I was talking to Jesse White, and he said that he's played it like 3 times, I think, already. So
he's platinum.
Yeah,
he's platinumed it.
Yeah, so can't wait to play that. And then there's something else I played too. But I played a lot of games this week for some reason. Really, really good week for me. So, but yeah. Anyways, now that we've spent 30 minutes kind of talking about what we've been playing, let's get into the news.
Yes,
Ed.
Yes.
What's happening this week?
My goodness, what did happen this week? So many indie games that's being ported to Switch came out. It was announced that Mutant Mudds, Super Meat Boy, And Apollo Justice is coming to Switch. And for anyone who likes Drinkbox, just out of the blue, they brought out Severed for Switch.
No fanfare or anything.
Yeah, so you guys can play all of those games. Well, you can play Severed on Switch, but the other three are coming later on this year. I think Super Meat Boy and Mutant Must is coming in August. I think there's that they're coming real soon. So yeah, all of that drop. But the really big drop is that the 3DS is getting a Samus limited edition.
Yeah,
for the 3DS XL.
They announced that like the day after we recorded earlier this week. Like literally like a couple hours after we recorded. I almost messaged you, was like, Ed, we need to add it onto the podcast.
Exactly. I did say that we need a bonus episode. It is going to be dropping out September 15th with the game that's coming out.
With the game?
It is, yes. But the 3DS XL Samus won't have the game, but it's dropping alongside with the game.
I was going to say, I thought a lot of people were mad because it didn't come with the game.
Yeah. If you look at if you are able to check it online, it's red with the diamond kind of block stairs of think of Qbert, with Samus kind of doing her lean back and shooting, like that kind of pose. Looks really nice. I don't know if it's orange, but it looks red. From the way that it looks.
Yeah. It looks cool, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to try to buy another 3DS.
Right. It is $199.99, and GameStop is taking pre-orders.
You didn't mention Brawl Out, did you? Did you see this?
No. I heard of it. And it was just like for Smash fans. Who need their fix. I just didn't check the trailer out for it.
Yeah, it looks kind of cool. Probably won't get it, not gonna lie. So a lot of indie games though. I will be getting Mutant Muds and Super Meat Boy, most likely. Super Meat Boy's so good. Ugh.
I played it because I didn't have a 360, so
it was free on PS4 at one point.
That thing, it was free on PS4. That thing will run on like a potato. Yeah. Like, I don't see how you haven't played it so far.
It probably runs on your refrigerator. It's the next Doom.
Oh, did you guys see? Speaking of different things, did you see somebody converted the Wii U gamepad into a Windows 10 PC thing?
Yeah, I did.
To play Wii U games.
Yeah, it was like a Wii U. They were like, somebody turned the Wii U gamepad into a PC to emulate Wii U games. That was like, what? That was cool though. Oh man, that system is like, I don't know. Somebody's gonna do something really interesting with that gamepad at some point. Anyways, lots of indie games coming. Woo!
Yeah.
Are you guys gonna go to your Best Buy stores to go play in the Nintendo World Championship qualifiers?
No.
You should.
I can't.
Corey,
I'm
go
too
wreck
busy.
people. Go wreck people.
In what? What am I wrecking people in?
I don't know. They have the qualifiers. I don't even know what the heck it is.
It's coming to New York, right?
Yeah, it's going to be in New York City in October. They have the ultimate. It says the Nintendo fans will put their gaming skills to the ultimate test in an epic battle to win the Nintendo World Championship. It kicks off with 8 qualifying events at Best Buy stores across the United States. I don't even know what the qualifiers are. So the first qualifiers, Mario Kart.
Deluxe.
It's actually Mario Kart 7.
Ew,
or
what?
2DS.
That's weird.
Right?
Why wouldn't they just do Mario Kart 8?
Then they have upcoming demos for Mario Kart Odyssey or Mario Odyssey, and then Metroid Samus Returns. So no, that's weird. That's the first qualifier is Mario Kart? That's weird. Mario Kart 7 of all things. I think maybe it was one of those things probably to because people can bring their 3DSs. So that way they can do the, what the heck was it called, Corey? Where you can download the download play or whatever it was called.
Yeah.
Where someone doesn't have a cart.
Yeah, I think that's probably why they're doing it that way. It's just so that way they don't have to set up a bunch of kiosks and stuff like that to try and accommodate everything.
That's the early game share. If you look at it. And plus, I think they're probably doing it for people who want to practice and who want to get it. That's kind of good marketing because people could go like rebuy the game, or they could, if they have physical copies at the store at Best Buy, they could go pick up the game and practice. So when they go for the qualifier, they will have some skill and practice and be well ready to go. So
yeah, no, but as far as Nintendo news, Ed, do you got something before I can mention one more thing? So I don't want to interrupt your flow.
No,
there's no flow, Ray.
Okay.
Right.
I just want to say shout out to my friend, the big happy pink blob that is Kirby, because he just celebrated his 25th anniversary.
Oh, I mean, I got one last story. GameCube listings on Nintendo websites raises hope for Switch, but don't get too excited. They think it's a data entry, but their hits this when it got released, they were hinting the Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe, Tony Hawk's Underground 2, Doshin the Giant, and Sonic Adventure DX Director's Cut. Yeah. So they were kind of hinting at games for GameCube coming to the system, but they don't know if that's true or not. But
it could be where they had to re-update listings because of digital whatever, because it's been X amount of years. I mean, that could be taken with a grain of salt whenever you see stuff like that. Yeah. Because they may have had to re-update everything with like the SRB and stuff like that, so that's why they're getting new game listings again. So because it's been X amount of years since the last time they got the approval for the listings and all that. Digital rights is fun.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't think that Virtual Console's coming this year, and I don't think it's going to come until after Nintendo gets all these, every month we have a big title coming out. I don't think Nintendo wants to hinder sales of those games by releasing Virtual Console right now.
Because you know what? That's the weirdest thing ever. Okay, because taking a moment here to kind of talk about that, Corey, and you can shoot me later. Because you're gonna be like, Ray, you derailed everything, and you talk forever.
No, because we have questions about the GameCube Virtual Console.
Okay,
so just continue.
So my whole thing is that my whole thing is with everything. You look at backwards compatibility, right? Whereas Xbox is doing it via their digital and discs. PlayStation is doing it with their PS Now and their classics. And then you have Nintendo doing it with the eShop, Virtual Console, and that kind of stuff, right? Why is it that Nintendo gets the least amount of crap for making you buy the same old game over and over again? Like, across all of the Nintendo things that I've had that have the Virtual Shop on it, mm-hmm. I've bought Super Mario Brothers like at least 5 times. Like, I kid you not. Like, how many times I got to buy that game again before they're like, hey, no, we're going to tie this to this so you don't have to buy it ever again?
I think the coding is probably different for those systems, but you also got to realize that Nintendo, out of the gate, when they introduced Wii U, bam, you can play your GameCube games on the system. So you don't have to do eShop if you don't want to. When they did 3DS, you could play your old DS cards. Don't forget the regular DS when it first came out, you was able to do Game Boy Advance games on it. So I think they're backwards compatible. They were more focused on their physical than they were on digital, where Microsoft and Sony didn't believe in backwards compatible. Look at PlayStation 3 when it first came out. When they had the 20 gig one, you was able to do PS2, but then they put a download patch where you couldn't even do it no more. So Nintendo gets the less crap about it. I mean, they might get crap because of the same game being over and over on other systems, but that's all optional. If you buy it once, you don't have to buy it again on that system. You just make that decision that you want to buy it again. But I think Nintendo was more focused on physical backwards compatibility, where everybody who was yelling at Microsoft and Sony was just like, we want to play our old system physical games on the system. Everybody wanted to play Xbox, the regular Xbox games on their 360. Microsoft didn't believe in that. Sony did the same thing. They didn't believe that. And
Sony did believe in it, but it came back and made the PlayStation $599.
Yeah, and like I said,
that's what happened.
But
like they decided to cut it to make it cheaper.
Right, but like I said, they patched it for that not to happen. But it was just like a lot of gamers didn't care because they felt like if they're going to spend all this money, why can't they not use, why is Nintendo doing it and they can't get that same kind of treatment for their current systems? Like, if I'm spending all this money, why can I not play some of these old games? Because people understand that those old systems are going to be obsolete, but people invest a lot of money into those systems and those games, and they want to continue playing them. You know, Microsoft learned that with Xbox One because they're doing 360 games and they're doing the regular Xbox games, like that whole category. So now that's going to have people looking for old games that they want to buy from people. So that's money making for resellers. That's going to interest people to pick up an Xbox One because now they could go back and play those old games. People don't want to do PlayStation now because it's still laggy and it's some janky mess. They still don't got that together.
Yeah, no, I mean, and to a point though, the numbers show that people, as much as a big hype that people put around on the internet about backwards compatibility, the normal average gamer could give two hoots less about it.
You might, some people, well, yeah, I'll give you that, but there are some people who see an old game and just like, I wish I played that game when it came out. And a lot of people say that more on a Nintendo system than they do anything else than PlayStation or Microsoft.
Yeah, but Nintendo's always been the big proponent for backwards compatibility, which why the Switch, when it was announced that, hey, it's using different cartridges and you're not going to be able to play your DS games on it. You're not going to be able to play, those games, that it's going to have its own separate thing, that it's different. And remember the big outrage about that, and then it simmered down. Now people are loving it. So I think it's just one of those things, like it's the very loud vocal minority that take over the conversation in the gaming space with us.
Yeah, and
that's what I see.
And a lot of people keep their Nintendo systems. Some people might trade it in, but
because Nintendo holds value. Like, dude, there are still Wii games, for example, like original Wii games that are freaking $90 right now.
I mean, the Metroid Prime Trilogy Collection is like $150 new on Amazon, and Fire Emblem is $99 new on Amazon.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I'm just listing examples. I'm agreeing with you, Ray.
I know, that's what I mean. It's like Nintendo games has always kept the bet out of all of the big three.
Can I tell you, even third-party games on Wii keeps value. People are still looking for boom blocks. People still want to buy the old Kirby games. Well, I even know that's Nintendo. Like, people was looking for it's the one that Capcom did where the guy rings the bell with the little monkey. I cannot think of a game. It was like kind of adventure puzzle game. People still want that one. Like, there are games from third parties that people are looking for that has a high value. Like at one point, people still was trying to buy Zombie U for Wii U when it came out. Like I think like last October.
Zombie U is $8 on Amazon.
Oh,
brand new. Right now.
Wow.
Because it got released other places. That's why. Had it not been released everywhere else.
I just. If people want Zombie U, I want to know where they can get it.
Yeah.
Well, now you can get it cheap, but I think with Nintendo, it's just like once you trade it in, it might become really hard to find. Where you can literally now just walk into GameStop or somebody's garage sale and find those big AAA titles that's supposed to be, move the industry forward and was a big seller. Like, you can find tons of them traded in or at a garage sale for like $3. So it's like the
What
care
garage sale
for
are you
those.
going to? I want to go there. I need to.
Dude, I see people going to freaking garage sales all day, and they're like, yeah, I picked up this like Super Nintendo with like 10 games for like $50. I'm like, I want that.
When, where, how, and why?
Yeah, it's crazy. But...
And then look, and then if it's some rare games, like really rare games that they got the cart, the must could really run you like 600, 800 some dollars. Like they are up. Now I will say this: anyone who sells Panzer Dragoon for $10 for the Sega CD is an idiot. I'm sorry, but if you sell that at a garage sale and for only $10, you're a complete idiot. Because Panzer Dragoon for Sega CD is probably one of the most expensive games that people still want to buy.
Yeah,
or
but
look for.
To be fair, I don't think Grandma's keeping up on the latest eBay trends for rare video games.
Yeah, because that one Olympus game for the NES that people were trying to scam for like $1,200 some dollars.
Yeah. Did you see that NES collection that's going on eBay for almost $30,000 right now?
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's like
not today.
So yeah, Panzer Dragoon for the Sega Saturn is going for roughly $50 right now on eBay.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Who the heck is selling it for $50?
There are 17 used and new offers from $46 to $48 right now.
Wow, that has to be a scam. Because
no, I'm looking at it right. Actually, it's through Amazon. Actually, not even eBay. Amazon.
Oh, not. That's very weird because that was like one of the most expensive games people were looking for, like to buy, like with the cart. With the CD and the box, like everything to it, like it was going for like $1,500.
I mean, factory sealed. The factory sealed one is going for $1,000, but unused condition. If you find it used, it's like $50.
Oh wow, just wow.
Now the entire saga for Panzer Dragoon is going for like $800. Like
how many games was it? Was it 2? Or is it 3? I think it's 3.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4 discs, 2 games. So,
because I know they did one for the Xbox, I think.
Did you guys ever play that horrible game Lair?
No.
That game was so bad.
I heard
so bad.
I read the review in EGM. Crispin Boyer, he had to play the game and he beat it, but it was so hard to because everything was motion control based.
Anyways. Yeah. Games. What else is happening, Ed?
Yeah, and last but not least, they're making N64 Pro controller for the Switch. If you guys want to check that one out, so
yeah. So, where are the N64 games I can play with it? I would get one if I could play N64 games.
Well, party people going to party play when Ukulele comes out. And maybe Smash.
Yeah. When
did we talk about that Smash controller bin on last episode?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Did you see the ukulele update? They're gonna announce something soon, so maybe by next episode we'll have something to say on ukulele for Switch.
The Jackbox Party Pack also 1 and 2 is hitting on Switch on August 17th.
Yeah.
So,
yay!
Yeah,
more party games. Sorry. Oh man, I love it. Where did my questions go? I had questions open and now I lost it. It's your fault, Ed.
What do you call the question block part of that? Question block?
Question block.
Sure.
There we go. Hey.
Hey.
That's pretty good.
No trademark infringement there.
Sonic Mania. Is that tomorrow?
The 15th. The collector's edition started showing up at Best Buy already, though.
Okay. Because I know it says August 10th, North America for Nintendo download, and they got Sonic Mania. I don't know if it's a...
Can Sonic just go somewhere for a while? Like, seriously? Can it just go somewhere for a while and then come back when it's better?
I mean, I don't know. I don't even know anymore.
Hey, it still sells. It still makes money. So, it's not going nowhere.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to get into the question segment of Nintendo Power Block. I have to do some, let's say, curation of the questions because some of them are interesting.
Did you get Disney Princesses questions like I do on our show?
No.
Matthew Keel likes to ask Disney princess questions.
Matt sees me once or twice a week, and he's like, "I'm good till next week," and then he doesn't talk to me ever. Thanks, Matt.
Wow.
Thanks, Matt. Appreciate you, jerk.
But he's
Love you,
a
Matt.
hard-working man.
You're fired. Just kidding.
Dude, that's all he does is work.
I know that dude works way too much. Ed, where's yours? Oh, there we go. Okay, so here's the question block. First question from Josh Brandt, friend of show.
Yes.
The Shotcast. You should go over there. Check it out. Let's see. He says, with the release of Severed on Switch, what other indie games would you like to see ported over? I've said this many times. Hyper Light Drifter, N++, Guacamelee would be a good one. I think Apatheon, that cool Metroidvania game on PSN, I think that would be a cool one to port over. I wouldn't mind seeing Bastion or Transistor or Pyre make their way over.
Jotun, I would like to see ported over. The Valhalla edition, that one was good. Kinda like that one. Maybe Southern Sanctuary.
Yeah.
Like, I think it needs some kind of Souls game on there.
Yeah. Let's see, what else? I'm trying to think of... I mean, some of them are already making their way over. Like Axiom Verge is already making its way over. Stardew Valley.
Stardew Valley's great.
Yeah, I haven't played it yet. I've been waiting. Overcooked has made its way over. So, I mean, those are kind of the big ones right now. For me, it would be N++ would be like... Or if they made like an N+ double pack where they put N+ and N++ in. Oh, you wouldn't ever see me again. Ever.
The story of N+. How it started off with, I think, DS, or was it PC
It
first?
started as a Flash game, I think, on PC somewhere.
I just remember it being on DS first.
It came to DS after the Xbox because it was an Xbox 360 arcade exclusive for like 3 months, and then it came to DS and PSP. I don't know, one of them Sony handheld things. But yeah, it was on DS. I have the DS version somewhere. I think it's the only physical cart I have left from somewhere that's not a Nintendo game. But yeah, man, that game is awesome. What about you, Ed? What do you want to see ported over to Switch, indie game wise?
Pretty much probably like the same games that you just mentioned. I think I would like a beat 'em up game. I don't think no indie game has made a beat 'em up game yet that I know of. I would like to see something like that on Switch.
How about Young?
Oh, you know what?
Morphed Karate Reptiles.
What was the Contra game that came on PS3?
Hardcore.
Hard Corpse.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Is it Hard Corps?
Yeah,
Something
but
like that.
that was. I mean, that's not really.
I mean, that's Sega Genesis, but it was the one that came out on PS3. I would like to see Bionic Commando 1 and 2, like that remake. I would like to see Strider. I would like to see come to even though those are by like Capcom, I still kind of consider them somewhat indie, like AA games in a way.
Yeah, I would like to see some of the UbiArt engine games come over too after Rayman, like
Child of Light,
either Child of Light and Valiant Hearts or something new, using that engine. I mean, I know they're not really indie games, but they have that.
I would like the Her Story to come to Switch.
Is Undertale getting a release on Switch?
No, it's just a PS4 right now.
Yeah. Undertale is one of those ones that would make a good fit.
Yeah.
What else would there? There would be, what? Gone Home would probably have a good fit on Switch.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Gone Home, Tacoma,
Firewatch.
Yeah.
Don't Starve.
Oh, The Witness and like Limbo, I think would both, and Inside. Those 3 games would probably be a good fit on Switch.
Is Bastion getting released?
No.
Yeah.
I don't think they're on a Nintendo platform. I forgot what company it is. Because Bastion, Transporter, and Prior, I think those are only on Sony's play. Well, Bastion was on 360, but it may be on 1 too. But
everything I think is getting a release. Hey, you know what would be really fun, Corey?
What?
Towerfall Ascension.
I think that's already been announced for Switch.
Has that already been announced?
Yeah, but it's not. Stuff that it's like way off.
It's coming. It's coming. It's just not.
Well, like Nintendo's been doing this weird thing where they put out like 2 or 3 indie games a week that they like heavily promote, and like because I think they announced that like before that Nindy showcase they did a couple months ago.
Okay.
They announced that, and then they showed off a couple others during the Nindy showcase, like Graceful Explosion Machine and SteamWorld Dig 2 and all those games. So, yeah, there's a whole list of games coming, but like, I don't know. Like, Nintendo's been doing an okay job promoting the indie games that are coming, but then there's just like things that just show up that are weird, like that weird Vroom Broom game, that weird witch bicycle looking game, and then there's like that weird golf game, and I don't know. It's been weird.
They probably just left it up for developers if like they probably got their approval and let those developers, and not do their own announcements.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Well, I think we answered that question. I really want N++ on Switch, dude, like for real. But I would also want them to sell a Joy-Con with a real D-pad, not the buttons. So,
not the buttons.
Not the buttons.
Man, we haven't done that in a while.
Was Katamari an indie game?
No.
For the first one?
Wasn't that only on Sony?
Yeah, it was published by
Namco.
Yeah. So.
But I didn't know. I didn't know if that was an indie game. If they could bring that one back.
It's technically not an indie game because Namco is a big publisher, so
yeah.
But wasn't it really? No, it was physical. I thought they only did it digital when it first came out.
Rob Winaldi asks, when will we see Virtual Console? What titles from the GameCube catalog do you want to see first? I think they need to launch Virtual Console with GameCube titles, and I think they need to launch with the GameCube launch lineup, which was Luigi's Mansion, Pikmin, Super Smash Brothers, Wave Race, and something else. What was the other one? What was the
Rogue
other
Squadron?
Yeah, Rogue Squadron. Yes, there. They need to do that.
I would say next year, and I would go with Metroid Prime 2, so we get people hyped up.
No, we want a Metroid Prime Trilogy HD collection next year, Ed. That's
no. I think it's going to launch probably by next spring, next summer. And I think it's going to be, you're going to get your Mario Sunshine, because that's like a staple.
I think that'll probably be later.
No, I think that they're going to launch Virtual Console with a Mario game, and they're going to promote GameCube with a Mario game.
Yeah.
I think if they do a Mario game, it won't be GameCube.
I know, but
They'll need it with NES.
we're talking about GameCube specifically.
Well, the thing about it is, I think they'll do Sunshine later.
I want to see Custom Robo come back.
Custom Robo.
That's going to take a lot of marketing. I think they'll do Pikmin before they do.
I think
Sunshine.
they're going to do a lot of their first party.
Yeah, no, it'll be a lot of first party. So we'll probably see. What was there was a Kirby game for GameCube, right?
Yeah, Air Ride, the racing game.
We'll probably see Air Ride because
everybody's going to want Eternal Darkness.
Well, that can't happen.
Why?
Why not?
Nintendo owns it. Nintendo owns it.
Do they own the property?
Yeah. That's why they haven't been able to get a sequel. That's why. Who did it? Silicon Knights hasn't been able to do a sequel.
Silicon Knights got shut down because
That's why they haven't been able to do a sequel because Nintendo won't let them. Nintendo owns that first game.
Well, because Microsoft ended up buying the Silicon Knights.
No.
That's why they couldn't do it. Mm-hmm.
No, they didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they did. Because don't forget, Silicon Knights, when Nintendo was
publishing, they were publishing to human,
but
they didn't buy Silicon
But don't forget, Silicon Knights did that Metal Gear Solid for GameCube for Konami and Nintendo. That was a three-way deal, and then Microsoft ended up buying Silicon Knights and closed them when that Unreal.
Buy Silicon Knights.
No, they did not, because X-Men Destiny was a game that Silicon Knights did, and what happened was Microsoft published To Human.
Oh, see, that's probably
game.
Why. I thought brought up.
But then in 2011, they released X-Men Destiny, which was multi-platform for Activision.
Oh, see,
so they weren't a first-party Microsoft studio. They just had Microsoft basically footed the bill for To Human.
See, that's what I thought they ended up buying them because of after that Metal Gear one, it seemed that they made a big deal that Microsoft and Silicon Knights were working together. So it sounded like Microsoft had ended up buying them out.
Yeah, and then they had that whole mess that happened that started in 2007 and ended in 2012.
With the Unreal Engine.
With Epic Games and Unreal.
Yeah.
To Human and X-Men Destiny, the Sandman, the Box Ritualist, and Siren and the Maelstrom. They were never released, but they had to destroy the last three. Those were 3 games that were in development. But X-Men Destiny and To Human, all retail copies were to be recalled and destroyed. Funny enough, I actually have a copy of X-Men Destiny still sealed that I won from a podcast trivia for Activision's One of Swords podcast back in 2011. So I actually still have a sealed copy of that.
Wow.
I never opened it. It's for PS3. And I have it, and it's just sitting there. It's going to be one of those things that I just hold on to forever.
Nice.
Hold on to it tight.
Well, they wanted it destroyed. It's just like, I don't want to destroy it. I want to keep it because that's technically part of gaming history now.
Pretty much. I wonder, did that happen also with that was it San Andreas? They were trying to do a recall.
No, that was when Hot Coffee hit, and there was a thing, and then they had to go through and... you're making me use Google more than I usually normally do.
Well, because the San Andreas mod was only on PC. It was never on console. But I think they did a recall for all of them.
Yeah, Hot Coffee is normally an inaccessible minigame in the 2004 video game Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. It was a mod that was created within the Microsoft Windows port of GTA San Andreas in 2005. The mod enabled access to the minigame. The controversy behind it then led us to get the adults only rating. Remember when that became a thing?
Yeah.
For the ESRB? Yeah. But the assets for the minigame were also discovered in PlayStation 2 and Xbox versions. Because people found ways to enable the minigame via console hacking tools.
So they had to hack their system, which is okay. See, that's what I was wondering. I'm just like, I thought it was only because of PC.
Yeah, so what happened was in July 2005, it got changed over from mature to adults only. They stopped manufacturing the current version of the game and produced a new version that no longer had the hot coffee assets to be enabled or anything like that.
And then it was just like refunding people for $15 or something like that.
Yeah, if you bought the original, you could send back the original one and then get a $15 refund and a new copy of the game that didn't have hot coffee in it.
That was so stupid. You think people are going? You think people are going to trade in that? I wonder how many people did that. Oh, but for GameCube Virtual Console,
going back to the story,
Grand Theft Auto now on GameCube.
Definitely Ikaruga Skies of Arcadia. I would like to see on Virtual Console.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, I just want all of Nintendo's games on Switch all the time.
Definitely Soul Calibur 2 has to be on there. Namco would be idiotic not to.
I mean, they think that would. I mean, that Nintendo has a really good working relationship with Namco. I don't see why they couldn't do that. I mean, didn't PS2 just get Soul Calibur 2 on PS2 Classics?
I think so.
So
maybe.
Okay, we have one more question to answer. Where did it go? Ed, where did it go? I saw it. Oh, Todd Oxtra, friend of show, Secret Friends Unite. Go check it out. It's awesome. Yes. Todd Oxtra asks, how will Nintendo do streaming and video uploads commentary without a built-in mic? Are we using the app for that? To be honest, I don't think Nintendo is too worried about streaming or anything. If you want to stream, there's multiple ways to do that outside of just pressing the share button on controllers. So I honestly don't think Nintendo's worried about video streaming at all. I think that capture button's for screenshots, and I don't think we're going to get video anytime soon. So
yeah, I think people are just still going to be watching it on Twitch if they want to see streaming. And I think with the app, I think they should still just use Bluetooth. You know, just give that option to Bluetooth to use.
Yeah, but I don't understand this whole like thing with the app and stuff. I just think it's just not going the way they would like it to go.
Yeah, I think they don't want all that functionality to affect the system, which would probably affect your game, like slowdown and stuff like that. I think they were just trying to find a way around it, so none of that stuff would interfere with the game, with your game time or gameplay.
Yeah.
So.
What do you think, Ray?
Everybody...
Oh, sorry, Ed.
Oh no, but I think people are just using Discord and Skype for like the chat stuff. But I say Bluetooth would just be fine if they could do it. They could get it right. Yeah,
I mean, I think Switch. Who was I talking to? I think I was talking to Matt, I was in a group chat with Matt and Moose earlier today, and we were talking about stuff, and I said, you know, PlayStation's kind of going to be my home console now, and like Switch is going to be my portable console. You know, that and the 3DS are going to be interchangeable because, like, I don't really remember the last time I played my Switch docked, to be honest, and like the dock is going to be for streaming and stuff because I'm prepping a lot of stuff for streaming, so I'm pretty excited for that. But like the dock is going to be used primarily for that, and like, you know, I think the Switch, I think everything looks really good on the screen, and I don't know, it's convenient to play handheld mode. I think Nintendo's looking at it like that though. Like, people want to take it with you, so why bother putting all these resources and technology into streaming that only maybe like 1 or 2% of people are going to use? Because the people that want to stream have the setup already, right? They have their Elgato game capture, they have OBS or XSplit downloaded, or you know, other ways to do it. And like, you know, the people who aren't using that probably don't really care. So like it's like that small percentage of people who stream from their PS4, you know, without the the capture equipment and stuff, right? Like, yeah, it's convenient.
Yeah.
Like when we're jumping in a party and Matt and I were streaming Bloodborne the other night, it was really just convenient to hit that share button and broadcast. But like at the same time, I think Nintendo's audience for that streaming is much smaller.
Well, I think streaming in general is kind of small. I don't think a lot of people really play various games. You got Overwatch, Bloodborne, Player Unknown Battleground, Dead by Daylight, Friday the 13th, maybe Street Fighter 5 or some fun. Like, it's very low on how many games are being streamed. If you look on Twitch, right. I don't know much about Mixer just yet. I haven't really dived into that.
I'm looking at Twitch right now, and you could probably could not be more uninformed, I guess I'll go with. Because you do realize that gaming content and streaming is now consumed more than anything on network TV.
No, he's saying like only the games, like the games that are being streamed. Like streams are popular, but it's only this like small segment of like 15 to 20 games that are extra popular. Yeah. You know, like PlayerUnknown's is super popular, so people are watching that. Dota's super popular, League's super popular, Overwatch, you know, it's just those games have such huge followings that people are watching.
Right. Destiny is still popular, Bloodborne is still popular, Final Fantasy 14 and 15 are popular. There's all kinds of different games. It just depends on what you're interested in, I guess.
I haven't really seen a lot of people stream Final Fantasy 14. I know people talk about it, and maybe that's just probably my Twitter feed, like Twitter friends and stuff. They're sharing more of the PlayStation 4 one, but I think if people are streaming it, it might be the PC version.
Yeah,
that they're streaming.
Joey streams the PC version a lot.
I wish I wish it gave me a count on how many, because I'm in the Final Fantasy 14 online streamers thing right now, and there's this wall upon wall of stream right now.
But they don't tell they don't tell like console or
no.
Okay. They just tell the game.
It's just the game, yeah.
Yeah, I think more people are doing it on streaming on PC, because I think a lot of people who do play it on console, I think they just play it with their friends and they don't even think about streaming.
I know a lot of people that do actually stream it from PS4. Like Paul Keeper Rapture, he streams it. My friend Claire does. My friend Maya sometimes does. So I know like 3 or 4 people just off the top of my head that stream it from the PS4. I myself have that problem where I have the nice Elgato capture and stuff like that. I now realize that if I want to stream stuff from PS4, I need another connector in order to get game chat over to get like party chat over the sound, because it doesn't pull all of the party chat. But I normally for me lately, it's just easier for me to hit that share button, use the PS4 streaming that's already there, and just go from there. And I stream pretty much almost every day now. And it's been like that way. Like I did it with Destiny before, and then I did it with Diablo for a while, and then now it's been more like Overwatch and then Injustice are the two that I've been streaming heavily lately. And I do stream Grand Theft Auto every now and then.
Yeah, and see, I only use when I'm not doing pod and play. If I do stream, it's literally for the Let's Learn series, because I think I get so into that single player campaign in the game that I'm just like I'm focused on playing that
and not being a personality like, hey guys, blah blah blah, and you're talking. And yeah. So I find that for me anyway, I agree with you, because I find it a lot easier to have that conversation when I'm in a more social atmosphere, when I'm playing the multiplayer games, rather than when I'm trying to concentrate or figure out a puzzle or, beat this part in the game. Like, I find it fun, but I'm a very personable person, and I'm out there sometimes, but I find it easier when I'm in a social setting where I don't have to really focus or concentrate so much on what's there in front of me, that I can kind of be the social, and I can kind of, let multitask, so to speak, like, be personable to the viewers and whoever's watching, and also, interact with my friends and joke around and have fun, and while we're talking trash about what's going on in the game, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to start streaming more. I'm going to start streaming, I think. Well, I've been streaming the last couple nights, but like I said, the game room is like being prepped for all kinds of stuff. So like streaming's in the near future, and now that I'm editing less, I'm gonna make some time to stream. So
There's just something about Nintendo games, just personally for me, that I don't feel like streaming if I ever get a capture card or anything like that. Or even if Nintendo does a streaming service, I feel like something about Nintendo games for me personally makes it more memorable when I'm just playing it by myself and nobody else watching, because it makes my discussion with other people more enjoyable than the world just watching. Like Microsoft and Sony, I could stream their games and chat about it or teach from it or anything, but like Nintendo, it's just like there's something more personal with me playing their games and stuff and talking to actual people, or like even talking to you guys. Like it feels more personal for me to just play the game without the world watching.
I think the most interesting things to stream for Nintendo right now would probably be Splatoon or Zelda speedruns. I think those are the two things for streaming.
Mario Kart's always
really that surprises me. Like I mean I love Mario Kart, but that kind of surprises me that Mario Kart's popular in streaming.
And ARMS is getting a little bit popular. Like people are still playing it.
I like ARMS, but I don't know if I would ever consider it like a competitive fighting game. I just think it's a fun game to like roll through and try to unlock stuff and then play with your friends. I don't know if I would ever.
I think people never thought that about Smash Brothers, and look at the following that it has.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, but I could see where what you're saying though, Corey. Like ARMS is not definitely that strategic fighter kind of thing. It's just goofy fun.
It's so deliberate, man. Like everything you do in that game is so deliberate. You can't fake people out. Like in Smash, you can like duck or do the double duck and jump down to the next platform, or jump or jump backwards and stuff, and like do the fake grab stuff. But like in ARMS, everything you do is super deliberate, and that like on one hand it adds a layer of strategy, but on the other hand it's like you're committed, and so like people know what you're gonna do as soon as you do it. And
well, I think when it comes to EVO Japan next year, like people are going to tune in to that ARMS because they want to see. I think if you was going to stream something like ARMS, people are going to see what can you do in this game that really shouldn't be able to be done.
Yeah,
and Street Fighter games like that games are so technical. Gamers who play that and learn it, they know the techniques and they know the technicality of what that game can do. Because ARMS is just like so goofy, and you kind of gotta wait. There's kind of like a weight system and stuff, and a balance thing. You want to see what are people going to do, because it really is up to chance in ARMS than it is into something like Street Fighter or even Injustice 2 or even like Killer Instinct.
Yeah. Video games popular. Who would have thought? Well, I think that's gonna wrap our show for this episode. Ray, we need to play some Overwatch. I don't know what you're doing.
We do need to play some Overwatch. So you just gotta let me know when and where.
Yeah,
we can do it.
I need to set up. I need to finish setting up this game room for streaming. We should stream some Overwatch together. We should be just best friends for Overwatch.
we are best friends just for Overwatch now. Add that to the thing.
Just let everybody know I'm not part of the Overwatch talk. I
know.
You should definitely give it a try. You know what? One of my really good friends was like, "Oh, I hate Overwatch. I can't stand it. This, that, the other." And then,
if you bring up Destiny and Borderlands in this Overwatch talk, I'm smacking you.
When are you not going to smack me?
But they're nothing alike. Nothing at all alike. But yeah. No, but he tried and now he's hooked. He's just like, I love this game. I don't know why I hated it so much.
It does nothing for me.
See, you've always been, as long as I've known you, you've always been more of a single player kind of gamer.
I do some multiplayer stuff.
He plays Titanfall.
Yeah, but he plays it on Xbox.
Because it was cheaper on
Xbox. I'm just trying to say.
Can I tell you, Ray, the reason why I did get on Xbox? Because PS4 didn't have.
It was
PS4
like $12 at launch. You want it like 2 weeks after launch on Xbox.
I actually paid $65 because I got the deluxe. I got the deluxe edition.
Yeah, but the standard edition at that time, like 2 or 3 weeks after launch, because it was selling like crap on Xbox, it was $20 for the standard.
It was selling the same thing on PS4. Only reason why I got it on Xbox is because of course, the demo. I played the demo on Xbox and it felt really good. External hard drive for Xbox One was available. And I had a lot of games, and I didn't have the space, so I had to throw it on my external hard drive. PS4 didn't have external.
You can't use that excuse anymore, Ed. You can't use that argument anymore because it's available on both now.
Yeah, it took Sony about 4 years.
But the thing is that because they've always made their hard drive so accessible and easy to upgrade and change out, it's never been an issue.
Had this discussion, so we're not going to.
We're not going to get back into it, but
I don't even know what to say anymore.
You need to play some games on PS4 with us, man. Get on the PS4 train and play some games with us. I'm usually on whenever I can be. Usually, especially the evening time. Usually from streaming, or if you have a game like I have Titanfall, but I have it on PS4. Yeah. I do have. Do you have Gears on Xbox?
We need to stream some Horde mode.
I have Wonder 4.
We should stream some Horde mode at some point.
We should get together, play some Horde mode, and play some Gears 4 then.
Because of crossplay with the PC.
Yep, because I could play it with you guys on PC.
Yes.
Did you see there's an adapter that's coming for a PC? Like, it's a wireless adapter for Microsoft for the Xbox One controller.
There's no reason. It plugs in directly right there.
Yeah, dude.
And if you have the if you have a connector on your PC, it'll connect via the new ones.
That's
wireless
the thing.
off.
Right, that's the thing with mine. My PC doesn't have that, so I would have to use like that USB to connect. Because I tried to. There was a game that I tried to play on PC with the Xbox One controller, and it wasn't reading.
Welcome to Arsenal X, the GR Xbox show.
I do have a confession to make.
I have
a confession because I no longer have an Xbox or an Xbox controller. I play my Xbox games that I can play with a DualShock on PC. So it's a weird consoleception.
I mean, you can play with a Switch Pro controller too now. So that's pretty cool.
Does your computer have Bluetooth in it, Ray?
I have Bluetooth, yeah.
See, that's why my system doesn't have Bluetooth for my computer.
But the Bluetooth and Sony's thing is weird. Sony's thing is weird. So I actually had to get one of the Bluetooth
adapters. Yeah,
double things for it. I mean, I paid $4 for it on Newegg last year, so it wasn't terrible.
Nice.
Wasn't terrible.
Yeah, I think you only could get those probably. I think at Best Buy or have to order them online because I haven't seen them like at Target, and we don't even. Just like, why are we not getting all these accessories, Sony? What the heck is going on?
Well,
I think they're so niche that people won't buy them.
Yeah,
they would just sit the shelves until they go clearance.
Yeah. Well,
you wrapping up, Corey? Because you sound rather defeated.
No, I'm just kind of trying to wrap.
Yeah.
Anyways, this has been Nintendo Power Block. Thank you so much for watching and joining us. This was quite a multiple console discussion show. I'm sorry if you're here for Nintendo. We ended and began with not Nintendo, but anyways.
Go buy your Switch. And if you're feeling generous, buy me one.
This is on layaway.
Buy me a second one. Just kidding. I do need a new memory card, though. I'm on Amazon right now. They're kind of expensive.
I told you, Corey.
Okay.
Just saying I told you so.
I know. I'm sorry. Anyways.
Probably by the time I come there, we'll have to hit the Best Buy so I can buy a memory card.
Oh, jeez. Anyways, you can email us questions at nintendopowblock@gmail.com or look for our Facebook threads. You can join our Facebook group, facebook.com/group/NGR Radio Network or Nintendo Pow Block, facebook.com/group/Nintendo Pow Block. Ed, where can we find you?
You guys can find me on Twitter at @RetroCode. Ray, why are you laughing?
I'm going to go pee while we do Ray and Ed's outros.
You guys can find me on Twitter at @RetroCode. You can hear my podcast, Optional Opinion, on SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play, and other podcast apps. It is available now. The discussion of it is talking about overrated and underrated games. So you guys can hear that episode. You can read my review of Bad Game Day on NGR Radio and at Skirmish Frogs, where I also do The Moment, where I talk about retro games and how they apply to my life. You can read the optional opinion blogs on IGN.com under anime. Also check out Arsenal X, Let's Pod and Play, World 11 on NGR Radio, and other podcasts that you guys want to hear. I'm getting ready to do the beauty of video games. Mr. Corey Hudson will be talking handheld games with me, and I'll have Rey Osorio's good co-host Lee and Rebecca talking PC and mobile with me. I will have a special guest for Arcade, and I will have a super special guest to conclude everything. So and check out my Let's Learn series at the Lyrical One on Twitch.com.
Yeah, Ray.
Yes.
Where can we find
you? All right, so you can find me, El Rey NY617 on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, basically all the console platform spaces, same name, ELREYNY617. You can find the show that I co-host, Nerd Overdrive, at Facebook.com/Phoenix Overdrive, YouTube.com/Phoenix Overdrive, and SoundCloud.com/Phoenix Overdrive. You can also find our shows on iTunes, Stitcher, and Google Play Music by searching for Nerd Overdrive. Find our community Facebook page, Facebook.com/groups/PO Nation. We discuss all the latest and greatest in gaming news and all things nerd there. You can find us on Twitter, Nerd_Overdrive, also at PHX_Overdrive on Twitter and Instagram as well. We do stream our shows when they're live. We've been on a little bit of a break, and Lee's on the cusp of doing his big PC upgrade that he's been talking about for the last year plus.
I see this graphics card.
We've been down for the last month or so, but we do have new shows incoming, so don't forget about us. We do stream our episodes live, Facebook Live on the Phoenix Overdrive, Twitch.tv/PHX_Overdrive, and YouTube by adding a /live to the end of our YouTube address. But I want to thank Corey again for having me on the show. Thanks, Ed, for having me on the show. It's always a great time. I love you guys. You guys are like my brothers, as Lisa said. So much bromance. I love you both. So, but thank you guys. And as I always say, game over for now. Rise above, guys.
Yay! Well, you can find me at Corey Hudson in HD on Twitter, Corey in HD on Instagram and Twitch. You can find me hanging out in the NGR Radio Facebook groups and on Twitter and all these other places. Where else can you find me? I have no idea. NGRradio.com, you can find all of our content, videos, breakouts. Like, subscribe, and share to our YouTube page, please. My wife is catching up with her YouTube page, and it's been up for 2 days. So, now it's
you also have to remember that we do cover a select segment and have our target demographic, whereas...
Hey, you know what? Grandma bought Wii too, okay? Oh, man. That's the title of the episode. Grandma bought Wii too.
Grandma brought Wii too.
Yeah, that is true.
Oh, my gosh. Thank you so much for watching, and until next week, we love you.
Bye, everybody. Woo-hoo.